Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Moto G06 Power, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen twice and look for the hotspot toggle. Which I'm not seeing. So in this case, we will need to add it ourselves. So click right here on this pencil and then swipe down. You will see like a grayer area. That's where we have all the toggles that are turned off, and there we go, there's our hotspot. So grab it and you will see the text right here change. Drag it above that text, drop it, and then go back. And we should have access to it on one of the pages. Now, once you see it here in the toggle section, you want to hold it, and this now takes you straight to the settings. Now, the reason you want to navigate in here is because under the hotspot password, you will find a randomly generated password. Now, not a very good one to try to type or even remember, so I just recommend getting rid of it entirely and then setting up your own new password. Now, it can be as simple as you want, as long as it has 8 characters in length. Now, another options here will be things like the hotspot name. It's usually the name of the phone itself, so that's what you're going to be looking for in the Wi-Fi list. We also have security, which I recommend keeping as it is. This basically means that your hotspot has a password on it, and not everyone can connect to it. And lastly, we have the speed and compatibility. Here we have two options, either 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. And if you don't know what this is, I actually recommend keeping it at the default, which is the 2.4. It actually gives you quick info, so slower speeds compatible with most devices. That is actually a very handy tiny snippet of info, because it is very accurate, and it might not go into details, but it is enough for you to know that it's compatibility based and also slower than the 5 gigahertz, which in reality for mobile network and using that as a hotspot, honestly, it's not that important. These speeds right now, at least even at 5 gigahertz or even at 6, are not nothing special. You're usually limited by your provider giving you just like, I don't know, 10 megabits per second of internet speeds, and 2.4 can handle that, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, one last thing here is the turn off hotspot automatically, so it will disable it after about 10 minutes of it detecting no internet use. Now keep in mind, it's detecting no internet use, not you not using it. So the reason I'm kind of pointing that out is because what might happen is, let's just say you open up some kind of website and you start reading a very long single-paged article. Now when it loads, it's gonna load it just the moment you open it, and once it's done, that's it. It's not using internet for that foreseeable future as long as you stay on that page. And this will basically mean that when you're reading that article, if it takes you more than 10 minutes, your Wi-Fi or hotspot here might automatically turn off, because the phone detected no additional internet usage. That page was loaded for you when you entered it, and from there nothing was being loaded, so there was no internet used, so the timer kicked in and turned off your hotspot. So if you encounter such a thing happening to you, you might want to turn that off. And also, if you maybe, I don't know, tend to work and you take breaks, 10 minutes where you don't do anything that would require internet, it would be disabling itself. Again, not very good option in cases of, I don't know, periods of time where you don't use internet, which would turn this off automatically. But for the majority of the people, I recommend keeping this on. And the reason for that would be is hotspot consumes more power of your device. So when you enable it like this, you're basically consuming more energy, and your battery will just discharge. It would help if I could be literate. It will discharge, there we go, quicker. So when you're not using it, you can also turn it off yourself. You actually don't need to wait for the timer. You can just tap on it and you're good to go. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.